Hiya everybody! Link's Little Triforce here from The Legend of Cosplay. Today it's another episode of The Legend of Collections. In case you're new to the series, we're going to be talking about items today from the Ocarina of Time. Hey Triforce, what do we have to look at today?
Two Zeldas? The only way to tell them apart is with a kissing contest. Kiss me, princess.
Alright, cool it, Triforce of Courage. As Courage pointed out, and I'm sure he will again in the future, not all Zelda items are created equally, or officially. Today we're going to be looking at the bootleg version of the Takara Young Zelda plush.
But first, it's time for What's My Tunic?
Today's boss shirt is Ganon Revive by Wes Tebalt. You can grab your own at the Yeti. Not a sponsor. The saying goes, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, but bootlegs try to capitalize on the popularity of an item and harm not only the original makers of the product, but also those who are uninformed and had purchased the item thinking it was legitimate. Link's Little Triforce does not condone the bootlegging industry. Counterfeit items on her show are for educational and entertainment purposes to help inform viewers like you. Whew, almost forgot to cover that base. Anywho, here's the fake Young Zelda plush. We'll call her Felda. And here's the original Takara Young Zelda. Normally we see bootleg stuff coming out around the same time or shortly after the release of the original product to ride on its success. Not with whoever made this though. Felda started showing up on my radar late 2015 and early 2016 on several online sites, nearly 17 years after the original plush was released. Let's compare these two potential heiresses to the Hylian throne, shall we? The first thing you can tell is the difference between their sizes. Zelda stands just shy of 8 inches tall, or 19 centimeters for my metric friends. Felda here measures in at 8.5 inches, or 21.5 centimeters, which doesn't seem like a lot on paper, but definitely makes a difference between you and your friend in the schoolyard. Other signs that you ended up with Felda instead of Zelda is that Felda's coloring and detailing are slightly off. She also has this Teletubby-like antenna instead of the magenta veil like Zelda's, which I find actually hilariously adorkable. Another big giveaway is that Felda has no tush tag or signs of other branding. I'm a little torn on this one. While you should always support the original creators, this is actually a pretty quality bootleg. Sure, she's an illegitimate plush, but I kinda like her. Yeah, her detailing is a little off, but her composition is actually pretty spot on, and dare I say, even better than the original Zelda. All of Felda's garments are hemmed, which is more I can say for the cut edges of the Takara Zelda. They didn't skimp on the stuffing either. Felda is much more firm than Zelda, which I suppose a plushie's firmness is all personal preference. Felda even makes an attempt to have legs for the first time with this embroidery thread leg divider here. Zelda, on the other hand, has small details in her clothing composition that are unnecessary but are a nice touch, like the total separation of her dress from her tunic, as well as having her veil completely covering the entire circumference of her head. Felda, you got some premature balding back there.
So I don't know, what do you think? Would you pick up a Felda, or would you rather stick with the original Zelda? If you haven't seen Zelda and the rest of her siblings, go check her out on my last episode, on episode 2 of The Legend of Collections. I definitely have a ton more Zelda stuff that I can go over in future episodes, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and stay tuned for more Zelda goodness. Until then, this is Link's Little Triforce, and I'll see you next time!